Welcome, STSPN, Shoreline Community College, and NWEC baseball starting right away here. We've got Shoreline against Skagit Valley. The Cardinals in red up first. Number 32, Blake Nystrom, and on the mound for Shoreline is their ace, Brad Bennett. First is a ball. Bennett, that's a strike. Welcome, everybody. Scott Oshman along here with our executive producer, engineer Todd Elvig. 1-1 now the count here to Nystrom, the center fielder for Skagit Valley. Bennett, Nystrom, right over to second base, right to first for an easy out. Second baseman, Penny Legion, right over to Wade at first base. So next batter up right away here, Bailey Fee, 1 out. And we'll have Mr. Fee. Fee will look at Bennett. That was a ball. So big matchup here, two today for these two squads. They split last night or yesterday. Shoreline winning 5-0 in the first, and Skagit Valley winning 3-0 in the second. Bennett's 1-0 pitch. That's right, the right side, right corner there. 1-1 the count now to Bailey Fee. Just top of the first here, 1 out. Fee, the third baseman here for the Cardinals. And Bennett, the ace. That's way high. 2-1 now to Fee. Bennett, again, 3.13 ERA coming in, a 5-1 record, and through 37 1/3 innings. Got 13 strikeouts on the year. And Bennett sets up. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to be low. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Fee. No score here. Glad you're with us on STSPN. The 3-1 pitch here with Fee, nobody on. Bennett winds up. That's fouled off the backside. So 3-2 now to Fee, full count.
I hope that's not heading over towards my truck.
I hope not either. Always you have to give some thought on where you're going to park here from Meridian Park here in Shoreline, just outside of Seattle. The 3-2 pitch here to Fee. That swing, he just gets a piece of it to stay alive, still 3-2. The NWAC coming down the North Division. This is a North Division game. And Shoreline, this is a big important. Only top 4 in the North will go to the playoffs with 10 games left. They are overall 15-15, but 7-7 here in the league. They're 10 games back. They're in that 4th position right now. 3-2 pitch. That gets over. Oh, and it's, unfortunately, it's going to be an error on the third baseman, Brent Firth. And it's an E5, so Fee is safe at first base with 1 out, and that'll bring up Andrew Moore from the left side, number 6, the right fielder. Firth over at third. I'll try and get you here the lineups, the starting lineups. Bennett now just 1 out here, top of the first, 1 on now. And he goes for the bunt, and he gets a piece. That'll be a foul. Bennett definitely their ace. He's been going deep in ball games, but manager Travis Fox in his second year told me before the game he's got everybody available in the bullpen today if Bennett cannot go. Bennett now looks the 0-1. They call time before, so that's going to be no pitch. Now the time is called to look over. And Bennett now the 0-1 pitch here to Andrew Moore. Swing and a miss.
Boy, he was looking to get a hold of that.
He really was. He wanted all of that. Andrew looking to here, see if he can get Fee over to second. Fee's on first. Bennett looks over to see, make sure he's going to stay put. In the hole 0-2 pitch, and that's low, and that's going to send, it's a pass ball by Benson, and so Fee gets over to second on a pass ball. So all of a sudden, still no hits. Fee got on first on an error on the third baseman Firth. 1 out. Now a runner in scoring position. The 1-2 pitch to Andrew Moore, though, is in there, and that's going to be a ball. 2-2, even up here on Moore. The Cardinals coming in right behind the Finns here in the North Division. So these two games, a doubleheader today, both on STSPN, 1 o'clock today and also 3 o'clock. The 2-2 pitch from Bennett. That's low, a bouncer, and he's going to go to third. Did he get him? They got him. Great job by Brady Benson, the catcher. And he gets Fee out at third for the second out, a big out. Nice job over there for Firth to get the tag. Kind of makes up for the error that actually got Fee originally on base. So 2 outs, and that'll bring up, well, that still has Andrew Moore sitting on a 2-2 count, or a 3-2 count now. As they look over down the right field line, and the manager's talking to our umpires. We'll get you those names shortly. Skagit Valley, the Cardinals 15-18 overall. 3-7 the last 10. They've had a stretch. They won again that second game of the doubleheader last night. So Bennett now looks like that conversation's over. So the 3-2 with 2 out. Now nobody on. Top of the first. Brad Bennett, the right-hander, goes in. That's in left field. Center fielder, though, Zanin gets over nicely, and that'll do it for the third out. So after just a half an inning, no hits, no runs, 1 error, and nobody left on. We'll head to the bottom half and see what the Finns can do coming up. NWEC Baseball on STSPN. All right, back here, Meridian Park. Scott Oshman along with Todd Elvig. And North Division NWAC baseball here as the Finns We'll start off this bottom half. A swing and a miss. That's McInnes, Dre McInnes, the shortstop. And on the mound for Skagit Valley, the Cardinals, is Patrick Seiler with 2.28 ERA, 2-1 coming in 43rd and a third innings. 0-1, and that's a ball.
What kind of speed you got there?
So 1 ball, 1 strike here to McInnes, the shortstop. Swing and a miss. 83 mile an hour fastball here. That's what's so cool about NWAC baseball. The 1-2 pitch. And that's a nubber. Coming in is Fee. Fee gets it over, but he throws off the bag, and McInnes is going to be safe at first, trying to get over to Doan. Pulled him off, had to dive. See on our second camera here today. Thank you, Todd Elving. McInnes from Central Kitsap, the freshman. He's on base, and that brings up Zanin. Jacob Zanin, just a monster. 433. Nobody out. And he's got McInnes on first on an error, and McInnes toys with him, says he's going to do something, then he doesn't. Got to keep him honest there. So no balls, 1 strike here to Zanin. Here's the pitch. Again, McInnes on first, getting a nice lead, trying to kind of play. And you can hear in the background probably the Finns dugout and talking to the manager, Travis Fox. He says that's one of the coolest things they do, and one of the best dugouts in the NWAC in the entire division. The 1-1, he's going to go over to first, and McInnes there easily. So the 1-1 pitch here, Seiler. 35 strikeout swing. There goes McInnes. The throw to second is not in time. Gets under the tag, and behind us, the Cardinal fans don't like that call. McInnes, as I can't tell if that was Smith or Dietrich there. I think it was Dietrich covering maybe. So 1-2 count here, still to Jacob Zanin. Now McInnes on second with a stolen base. High fastball, and Zanin just gets a piece, 1-2. Always an interesting thing when they chip it right back to us here, Todd.
Well, if all of a sudden the screen goes blank, they hit the camera.
The 1-2. Nobody out. Right up the middle. Can it get through? Diving. It gets through. Zanin's on first, waving around as McInnes. The cutoff throw, and McInnes scores on an RBI single for Jacob Zanin. And the hitting monster continues there for Jacob Zanin, the center fielder. And that'll bring up Brent Firth, the third baseman. Firth, one of the biggest power hitters the Finns have. That's high. Seiler has to keep an eye on Zanin. Zanin, 10 stolen bases, only been caught once. And there he goes. Swing and a miss. Here's the throw. Not in time, not in close. Just pulls him off the bag and make that 11 steals now, and only caught once. So quickly, Zanin over on a stolen base to second base, now in scoring position. 1-1 count here to Firth. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Seiler. Again, 35 strikeouts, 17 base on balls. in 43 1/3 inning pitched here this year, and that'll take time. And our umpire wants to talk to the manager. And
What do you think that's about?
we'll see what's going on. I don't know if he wants to talk to this pitcher. Feels like he's going a little bit too high or a little too much chin music. But Adam Roberts, the skipper for the Cardinals, comes out to have a chat. So not really sure. 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 1 in, nobody out. Zanin on second base, and the big fella, Brent Firth, the sophomore from Redmond High School. And there's a discussion out there. I'm not completely positive on what's going on.
What do you think?
He's looking at the ball. We'll try and find out in the middle of the innings, and now he's going to bring over Travis Fox. They might have a question as far as what the pitcher Patrick Seiler is doing in between pitches. We'll try and find out. Doesn't like in between. We're trying to get some listen into our umpire. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here we go. Seiler, Firth hitting .361, 2 home runs, and 9 RBIs coming in. That's just in conference play. So they get back over to Zanin. He's safe. Firth on the year hitting .281. 20 RBIs. I knew I had the conference numbers up there. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes on Firth, nobody out. Zanin on second, 1 in. Here's the Seiler pitch, and it's low. As you can hear, that Finn's dugout. Counts even now, 2-2. Seiler in some trouble here just in the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss by Firth, and a good pitch. Seiler. And the first out here for the Finns. That brings up left fielder Sam Ballwig. And Ballwig hitting .284 this year. Again, mystified last night in that second game. Had some situations. That's a strike out of the outside corner to Ballwig. 0-1. Ballwig, 24 strikeouts on the year. He looks at that one. He doesn't like it's a little bit inside. 1-1 the count to the right-hander. 1 out. Bottom of the first. Zanin on second. Sam looks in. Pitch way outside, and he goes to third. Zanin in there, and he's safe as he reaches back and gets the bag. Strong throw by Semler, the catcher. And the pressure that Zanin can put on a pitcher and a catcher. As again, manager Adam Roberts, he wants to go have another conversation with our field umpire about that call. Zanin kind of ran across the bag and then had to reach back with his hand. I think that's what the manager wanted to ask about. So another stolen base
Shoreline fancy, check
for Zanin. And now they're going to say he's out. Well, good job from manager Roberts. Caught stealing. There's the 2-1 pitch right over to first baseman Doan, and he flips it to Seiler, and that retires the side. But 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error, and nobody left. We'll head to the top of the second right after this on STSPN. Welcome back. Meridian Park and Shoreline. Scott Oshman along with Todd Elvig, our executive producer engineer. Shoreline Finn baseball here on STSPN. It's Skagit Valley. The Cardinals, they are neck and neck here in the North Division of the NWAC. And it's coming down to the home stretch. Brad Bennett on the mound, the ace for the Finns. And he'll face Charlie Dietrich, the shortstop, here to start off the second inning. Finns up 1-0 so far. That's fouled back right at our camera and our computer and me. Back of Dietrich. So one strike here, 0-1 to Dietrich. That one is foul ball back off just early now, behind 0-2. And Dietrich batting .330 on the season, 14 RBIs. The 0-2 pitch. That's into right field, not very deep, and right there is Cody Wolf for the first out. One away in the top of the second. That'll bring up the catcher, Stevie Semler. Semler hitting .273 on the season. And the first one, that's a ball outside. 1-0 here to Semler, the catcher. 99 at bats for him, 13 runs, 27 hits. Again, 16 RBIs, 7 base on balls, 11 strikeouts. That one, the right field, right base line, an easy pickup there for Wade, and out number 2. Stevie Semler there. For Wade. It's a 2-away, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Ashton Williamson. Williamson looks at a strike in the outside corner. 0-1. Williamson, .282 hitter. And that one, he just gets a piece right back to our position for foul. So quickly in the hole, 0-2 is Williamson, 2 out.
I think you could have caught that one.
I could have, almost. 11 RBIs for him, for Williamson. And he wants to get some time. 0-2 pitch, 2 out. Top of the second inning here from Meridian Park. 1-0 lead here for the Shoreline Finns. And that's a nice base hit right into left center field. Drops in nicely. So Williamson, the DH today, a 2-out base hit. And that'll bring up Doan, the first baseman, Joe Doan. And Doan coming into today's game, .250 hitter, 92 at bats. He's been in 27 games. Got 23 hits. And he looks the first, it's a ball. These two teams going at it pretty evenly. Again, 15 and 18 overall for Skagit Valley for the Cardinals, 15 and 15 for Shoreline. Brad Bennett's 1-0 pitch. That's right up the right side. Second baseman over to first for the easy out. 4-3. Penny Legion to Wade, and that will retire the side. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 left on. We will head to the bottom of 2. You're watching Northwest Athletic Conference Baseball on STSPN. All right, bottom second inning, 1-0 lead for the Finns here, Shoreline. That brings up number 8, Jorgen Arneson, DH. He's had some arm problems, so he's hitting the DH. Seiler's first pitch, a ball, 1-0 to Arneson. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Didn't just a little bit outside. So 2-0 here to Jorgen Arneson. And that's a strike. Arneson, the DH again, fighting off some injury. That's low. 281 hitter through the season. 89 at bats. He's got 25 hits. And that's smacked to center field. That'll drop in a nice base hit. A leadoff base hit here for Jorgen Arneson. Cody Wolf, the right fielder, will come up. So they've had base runners here in the first and here now in the second. Arneson on first base. Pitcher Patrick Seiler for the Cardinals out there, the righty. Wolf, and a big quick throw over to first from Semler, the catcher, over to first baseman Doan. He's back just in time.
Sorry, I wasn't ready with that camera switch, but
that's okay.
I was bolting down the fort.
Yeah, I know. The fort, a little breezy here, cloudy day, around 50 degrees. No balls, one strike here to Cody Wolf. Seiler looks over, makes sure that Arneson's going to stay put. Looks in for the bunt ready. It's outside. No outs here, one on. Trying to get Arneson over to second base in scoring position. Arneson stolen base-wise. He's stolen one, but he's been caught stealing one, so not a big threat. And here coming in is Fee, the third baseman. The bunt laid down. Seiler goes over, and he goes for the first out of the inning, but Cody Wolf does his job and gets Arneson over to second with one out. Good play by Seiler as they came in. So one away, one on. Arneson on second base as he looks at number 2, Peter Pennylegion, the second baseman. First pitch low. Pennylegion's had some, again, just baseball long season, some stretches of some good hitting. He's hitting .248 for the season. Seiler's pitch, he smokes that right down, but it's going to be foul on the first base line. $11 RBIs on the season for Pennylegion. As Arneson's on second here, one away. Bottom of the second, Seiler's pitch. He just gets a piece of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Talking to the manager, Travis Fox for Shoreline. Again, a lot of these kids had a tremendous year. They've had a good last couple weeks. It's going to come down to the next 10 games. Here's the pitch. That slices left field. Is he going to drop? It is. Coming around is Arneson, the cutoff man. Now he's going to stay at third. And meanwhile, they've got Pennylegion caught in a rundown between first and second. And meanwhile, Arneson goes and he scores. So the distraction works and everybody's safe. Pennylegion ends in second. And Arneson comes across in 2-0 Finns. Wow.
Oh, that's some good baseball there. Don't you love that?
Unbelievable. They had Penny Legion dead to rights, but he hits a double with one out, and that'll bring up the catcher, Brady Benson. So Seiler now trying to get it out. Here's a smacker. Great catch by Smith. Over to Doan for the second out. On the play, Penny Legion goes over to third. Nice play there by second baseman Kevin Smith. That'll bring up the ninth hitter, Dylan Wade, the first baseman for Shoreline. The pitch. Hard hit right again to Smith. Smith bobbles but handles and over to Doan for the third out. But one run comes through on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And we'll head to the top of the third. NWAC baseball here on STSPN. Don't go away. Back here, Meridian Park, Shoreline, just outside of Seattle, Washington. NWAC Northwest Athletic Conference baseball here on STSPN. Top of the third inning, and that'll bring up number 3, the left fielder, Alec Wong. And Brad Bennett having a good day so far. And look for the bunt, and it's outside. Home umpire, Jim Schulocker, talked about in the Cardinals' bottom half of the first, there's a pitching mechanic, and there's a swing and a miss by Wong. That there was a pitching mechanic from the Cardinal pitcher, Patrick Seiler, that he wanted to make sure that that got addressed. 1-1 count now to Alec Wong. Swing and a miss.
Said the first 2 pitches.
Good pitch.
77 and 79.
77 miles an hour pitch and 79 here from Brad Bennett. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Top of the third, Alec Wong. That's outside. Good eye here by Wong. Alec, 243 hitter. 70 at bats, got 17 hits. Drawn 12 walks so far this season. Struck out 16 times. There's a nice base hit right into center field for Alec Wong. A leadoff base hit for Mr. Wong. Nice piece of hitting there, 1 and 2. And Wong is on first, and that brings up Kevin Smith, the second baseman. Had some nice plays in the defense there in the other bottom of the second. Bennett looks over Wong, make sure he's not going anywhere. And he bunts it down the line, but it goes foul. Wong at first, he's 4-0 stolen bases, so definitely have to keep your eye on Alec Wong. 4 stolen bases, not been caught this season. As Smith comes in. No balls, 1 strike, the foul there. To the right-handed batter here, righty on righty. Bennett looks over, makes sure Wong's going to stay put. Wade flashes the leather. Bennett over the shoulder now. I got to pitch out of the stretch. And they play in for the bunt, and they switch over, and they get safe as the first baseman, Doan, drives in to carry the bunt. Or excuse me, not Doan, Wade comes in, and Penny Legion covering. Benson, the catcher. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Kevin Smith. Wong on first, no outs. Top of the 3rd. And it looks to bunt. That's a strike. 1-2 now the count to Kevin Smith. Trying to sacrifice Wong over. Kevin Smith, .222 hitter for the season. Sacrifice bunts. He looks in, that's outside or low.
Hey, thanks for the coffee, by the way.
You're welcome. Doesn't have any sacked bunts on the season according to NWAC statistics here. But maybe he can get his first as he pulls up. Now 2-2 the count here. Nobody out, 1 on. And there goes Wong, and he swings. It's a foul. So Wong will head back to first base. Hit and run on there. Count still even at 2-2. Brad Bennett, not traditionally a strikeout pitcher in 37 and a third innings. He's got 13 strikeouts, so trying to keep Wong. Wong 4-0, not been caught yet this year. 2-2 pitch, Wong goes. That's again hit foul. Nice job of hitting to hang in there by Kevin Smith. Good battle here between Brad Bennett and Kevin Smith. He looks over to their third base coach. Firth is at third base. McMinnis at the shortstop. Penny Legion at second, and Wade over there at first as he throws over to keep Wong honest. First of a doubleheader here on STSPN. Two-two pitch here from Bennett. That's low outside. Great at bat for Kevin Smith here. Draws it full, 3-2. Bennett really not having too much trouble in the first 2 innings. Leadoff base hit by Wong. And the 3-2 pitch from Bennett. Wong goes, swing, and it's a chopper to the third. Looks at Wong, goes over to Wade for first for the 1 out, and Wong will get over on the play. But nice job by Kevin Smith, who's out 5-3. And we head back to the top of the order with Blake Nystrom. Nystrom grounded out to Wade in the first. 1 out. It's a ball.
Oh, there was some heat on that one.
There was some heat. Got our clock over on.
No, he was.
No?
He's the Skagit guy. So he did us a favor.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Up in the Shoreline guy.
Wong on second.
We got to get our own.
We do. We have to get our own gun. I think the 5-tool player, you can figure that out, is Nystrom calls for time. 1 ball, no strike. Strikes to Nystrom, center fielder. Great sacrifice for Kevin Smith, and the pitch is low and inside, and Benson does a nice job keeping the ball in front of him, keeping Wong at second base.
Well, I have to watch the expenditures because I had to get a heater for Ron.
Oh,
the wedge.
Yeah. You got to keep the wedge happy. I mean, he's
dedicated.
He's the MVP of the STSPN broadcasters, there's no doubt. 2-0 pitch here to Nystrom. Nice swing. It's a high fly ball covering over his ball weg. He gets it and keeps Wong at second for the second out of the inning, and a nice play there by Sam Ballweg. 2 away now in the third.
Here's a bit of a little tidbit. One of the assistant coaches for Shoreline baseball would like to join us this fall for play-by-play.
That would be great. I wonder who that is. Have to look at the list. Bailey Fee, the third baseman, reached on an error. In the first, then headed to second base on a pass ball. What I'm calling a pass ball. Might be a wild pitch. Not sure what the official scorer will call it. But 2 outs here in the top of the third. Bailey Fee, third baseman. Fee, 293 hitter, one of the better hitters, as he draws the count now to 2 balls, no strike. A lot of pitches thrown in this inning by Brad Bennett for Shoreline. Wong on second, 2 out. Bailey, the 2-0, looks that in for a strike. Good pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Bailey Fee. Fee trying to get Wong in from second. 5 RBIs on the season and only 58 at bats. He's only been in 22 games for Bailey Fee. That's a no pitch right there. Jim Schumacher calling time before. 2 balls, 1 strike here from Meridian Park to Bailey Fee. Fins up 2-0, but the Cardinals, the tying run at home right now, and that's strike on the outside corner. Two and 2 the count. Bailey Fee. These two teams last night again split the doubleheader. Kind of going down the stretch. Trying to get that 4th position right now. There's a ball and another great at bat here by the Cardinal hitters as Bailey Fee draws it to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And reached on an error in the first. 2 outs. You can see our great graphic there. Wong on second. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Bennett gets him. Looks like he took a little bit off that. And that will retire the side. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. And we will head to the bottom of the third right after this on STSPN. 4? What's that number? 7. Welcome back, everybody. Finns up 2-0 here, bottom of the third. Top of the lineup here, McInnes, number 7, to lead it off. McInnes reached in the first on an error on third baseman Fee. And he came around to score the first run of the ball game. As Pat Seiler, so 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Finn hitter. And that's a strike. Nice pitch right there. One ball, 2 strikes to Dre McInnes, and that hits him high, and he will head to first again. I don't know if it hit it in the head. It looked like his shoulder. I think his shoulder might have got. I think he got his shoulder up. You can see our 2 cameras here today, STSPN, NWAC Baseball. Again, wood bats in this league. You don't see a lot of home runs. And that's one of the big reasons. A big park here at Meridian, 325 down the line, 351 in the gaps, 408 at center. But with no outs, again, got a runner on first as McInnes brings up Jacob Zanin, one of their best hitters. A lot of these guys are going to have opportunities to go up to 4-year universities and continue their baseball career. Seiler keeping an eye on McInnes. And Zanin looks up for the bunt, and Fee comes in. And still no pitch, no count to Zanin. Trying to keep him on. McInnes with 1 stolen base. He's been caught 3 times. And oh my goodness, Semler catches it, just drops out of his glove, and with that, McInnes gets on over to second base.
Well, he was not happy about that.
No, that's frustrating play for the catcher for the Cardinals. And they want to kind of settle Pat Seiler down and also his catcher Semler, that battery. As frustration now, they have McInnes on second. Hit by a pitch here to lead off the bottom of the third. And manager Adam Roberts heads out to the mound to have a discussion. Again, we talk about this stretch here, Todd, for the Finns. And it's going to be this weekend, obviously, as they end up. But they have, as the league goes right now, Edmonds in first place, 12-2, Everett 12-4 in second, Bellevue 11-9, and Shoreline with that 4th position at 7-7. So critical play here. Skagit right under him, 7-11. And they've got games coming up here May 2nd and 3rd next week against Edmonds, again, the leading team in the league, so a very tough challenge. But here today, they've got Skagit Valley, the Cardinals, 1 on, nobody out. Zanin, you look around to see if they can pick off McInnes.
Is he going to flash some of the leather?
He could be flashing some leather, you don't know.
That's good. I haven't heard that one before.
Zanin, again, not a big pop hitter, but 433 as he looks at that one high. So 2 balls, no strikes to Jacob Zanin, the center fielder. Stole a base in the first, had a hit. And then stole second, got called on. That one's a strike, so finally 2 balls, 1 strike for Seiler. But stole second in the first, then headed to third. They called him safe. Then manager for the Cardinals came out. Roberts contested it. Umpires had a discussion, and they decided that he was out. 2-1 pitch. Ball outside. Good eye. One of the best hitters in the entire NWAC, and that is a ginormous division, as I say. 3 balls and 1 strike here to Jacob Zanin. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd. 2-0 lead for the Finns. McInnes on second. Here's the pitch. That's fouled. Goes up in the screen. That's going to be caught by a fan. Nice catch. Give that fan a Gold Glove.
Yeah, that's right. You know, we were covering the girls last night.
Yeah, you had 2 doubleheader into the dark night.
Yep, that's right. So we were talking to the umps and told them they were on camera. So trying to get them to do a little bit of extra. You're right.
right, a little louder. Pat Seiler, the 3-2 pitch. Zanin goes up high into right field, and that's easily caught by Moore, and he'll come in, and they'll keep McInnes on second. So a big out, the first one there for Andrew Moore, and also for pitcher Pat Seiler, 1 away. That's going to bring up Brent Firth. A rare out there for Jacob Zanin. He is a tough, tough out. Brent Firth, he struck out in the first. Go ahead, Todd.
We're getting texts from Steve Willits from SLSN last night on pronunciations.
Oh, good. I like that. I always love that. That's first ball's high. 1 ball, no strikes to the big fella, number 31, Mr. Brent Firth. Seiler keeping an eye on McInnes. The pitch. It's outside. Now again, the left-hander. Firth, 2 balls, no strikes. Here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Today, huh?
What's that?
A little bit of sun looking like it's
Yeah, sun's kind of creeping through again, about 50, 52, 55 degrees, not sure, but nice day for spring baseball here in Seattle, definitely. The 2-0 pitch. Firth gets a hold of that to center field. Back going is Nystrom to the wall, and he catches it over the shoulder. Great catch, tagging is McInnes, and he'll make it to 3rd, but a long out for Brent Firth, and a nice piece of defense for Blake Nystrom. He took that one all the way back to the 408 sign. And 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. Ballwig, Sam Ballwig coming up, the left fielder. Again, McInnes reached on, he was hit by the pitch. Pitch is outside to Ballwig. McInnes now gets over to 3rd. Sack fly. McInnes scored the first of the run. That one's fouled off as we hear some phones going off.
I was looking around for mine, but that's not my
That's, yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Sam Ballwig. Pat Seiler. Pitch a strike. That was some sauce on that ball for Seiler. A big strikeout pitcher.
What do you got on that pitch? 86?
1 ball, 2 strikes. High.
86 on that last
86
pitch.
miles an hour on that last strike. Now it evens the count. 2-2, 2 out. 1 on. And he swings and he strikes him out. So Pat Seiler comes back and strikes out Sam Ballwig on a great pitch there. And he gets out of trouble with McInnes on 3rd. He'll stay there. So no runs on no hits and no errors. And we will go to 4. Northwest Athletic Conference on STSPN. NWEC baseball continues here. The top of 4. And the Cardinals from Skagit Valley up in Monroe. It's Andrew Moore and Brad Bennett, their ace, the Shoreline Finns. A nice hit. Moore right through the hole. A diving Penny Legion can't get it, and a leadoff base hit. And they've had runners on here the last couple innings, but a great hit by Moore. And that'll bring up Charlie Dietrich. Here's some people in the background calling him Chuck.
You're up, Chuck. Oh, okay.
But nobody outs. Lead off again. Only down 2-0. He looks to sacrifice as Firth comes in. He runs in there. He's going to be safe. Oh, I thought he was safe. They call him out. Moore, they call out at. And here comes Roberts out of the dugout quickly. We have a pretty good vantage point from here. I don't know.
There we go.
Do you have a replay? Probably not on that one because you're going first and second, but that'll be an interesting one. Now he stays out there, does more. Now he comes back, and we're right on the Cardinal side, and understandably so. They're not happy. 1 out.
We'll have to invest in a cherry picker so we can get the camera, the HD camera up there.
Okay. Dietrich looks at a strike. So a costly leadoff base hit and caught stealing is Moore, and Dietrich looks 1 ball, 1 strike here, 1 away, top of 4. They've been threatening each inning here for the Cardinals. That one fouled off the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Charlie Dietrichs. They have been testing, again, situational hitting, talking to Travis Fox, the manager for Shoreline last night. They were in position, ended up losing 3-0. They had a chance to come away, but just couldn't get that timely base hit. Brad Bennett pitching well today, the 1-2 pitch, and that's a ball. Bennett looks into Benson. Bennett to Benson, the battery here for the Finns. 2-2 pitch. That's sliced, but right to Mr. Wade for the out. Dylan Wade with the catch there, and Dietrich's out. So 2 down. And that'll bring up the catcher, Semler, Stevie Semler. That's a strike.
See, now that's what I'm talking about from the ump. Right?
Yes, you want that big, loud, booming strike.
But he's got to put that little jab in there, too.
That's right, the movement. There's a nice hit. Pulled that ball right through the hole on the left side. A single for Semler with 2 outs, 1 on. Semler again bounced out in the second inning, so he is aboard. And that'll bring up the DH for the Cardinals, Williamson. He has a base hit today in the second. Bennett now. And they're going to say ball. He did not go around. He wants to go for the call, and it is safe. Williamson. DH today. Threatening here with 2 out. The 282 hitter, Williamson. 1 ball, no strikes to Ashton, and that's a ball as well. Semler, the catcher, is on first base. got it at 2-0. The scoreboard now saying 1 ball, no strikes, but we've gotten our great STSPN baseball graphic at the top right there. You can see catcher Stevie Semler on there. There's a high fly ball. Center fielder Zanin is there, as Ronnie says, a can of corn, and that retires the side. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of 4. The Finns leading 2-0 on STSPN. Nowhere else except STSPN can you see Shoreline Community Northwest Athletic Conference baseball. We got it today as the sun creeps out here as we go to the bottom of the 4th. And Pat Seiler, the Cardinal pitcher, hanging in there tough, facing Jorgen Arneson, the DH today. Looks at 1 ball, no strikes, the second pitch, and that's a strike. 1-1 the count. Seiler doing a great job. Struck out the side, Sam Ballwig, in the last inning. That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. But had last inning hit by a pitch. Had 1 on, pressure stolen on second. That's a strike as well. And Seiler coming alive here. 2-2 the count to Jorgen Arneson. Arneson 1 for 1. That's off the mound. Gets over. The first baseman has to run back over. Doan, he can't get there in time. And hustling down the line is Arneson, and he's safe. 2 for 2 today. For Jorgen Arneson, that's going to bring up Cody Wolf. Cody bounced out to Seiler for the out in the second inning. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Cody chops that one foul. Doan gives it a run over the right side, but not going to get there. First of a doubleheader today on STSPN. Again, Skagit Valley Cardinals in the red here, and Shoreline Finns baseball. Arneson on first, no outs. Cody Wolf with the 0-1 pitch. That's high. One and one the count now to Wolf. Arneson has got 1 stolen base on the season. And Wolf goes to bunt, and he chops it. Is it going to stay fair? Now it rolls just foul, and they'll head back to do it again. 1-2 the count, still on Wolf. Wolf, no stranger to a sack bunt. He's got 11 on him on 11 sacrifice bunts on the year. 11 RBIs, hitting .241. The 1-2 pitch from Pat Seiler. Outside. 2-2 as the sun starts creeping in here at Meridian Park and Shoreline.
Sure makes for a better picture.
Really does. 1 on, nobody out. Bottom of the 4th. The 2-2 pitch from Pat Seiler. Now he takes his time. He's going to step off the rubber. Vocal Finns dugout there. One of the prouder things Travis Fox is that the Finns are loud, raucous dugout. One of the best, he says, in the NWAC in the North Division. Here's the 2-2, and it's fouled off Semler's grill. He doesn't seem bothered.
Bounce the camera around a little bit.
A little bit. Keeps it even. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Cody Wolf. Finn scored 1 run in the first, 1 in the second. Wolf trying to see if he can, at least with no outs, get Arneson, and they throw to first. Arneson back in time. Trying to get him to second base. Cody Wolf looks in, the 2-2.
Yeah, the throw is so fast I can't hardly switch the camera to first.
It is hard, yeah. That's way high. There goes Arneson. The throw, a good throw, and he gets him. He dives, blocking second base, and Arneson's called out. And the Cardinal fans behind us like that one. Thought they might have got robbed in the 3rd on a call. So 1 away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Cody Wolf smacks it to left, but right there to catch it is Wong. And quickly 2 down here in the top or the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up number 2, the second baseman, Peter Pennylegion. Nice pitch there, just a little bit. Inside, I guess, for home umpire Jim Schulocker. 1 ball, no strikes, the 1-0. It's a little bit high. Seiler, quite an arm. A lot of strikeouts, 35 strikeouts coming into today, and that's a strike right there. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Pennylegion. Peter a double in the first. There's a swing and a miss. Great changeup or curve there, 2-2. Peter Pennylegion. Seiler kind of bumpy there in the first and second, but really come on strong as he struck out the side in the 3rd. There's the pitch and a swing and a miss. Way in front is Pennylegion. And again, he ends the inning with a strikeout and no runs on 1 hit and no errors and nobody left on. We'll head to the top of the 5th here. Northwest Athletic Conference Baseball. Nowhere else, Todd Elvig, except on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. Back here, Meridian Park, Shoreline Community College, Finn baseball. The Dolphins are the 2-0 lead over the visiting Skagit Valley College, the Cardinals. If you'd like your game to be broadcast, your team to be live streaming, you can email sports@stspn.com. Todd Elvig, find out how you too can get your game live streaming broadcast on STSPN. Brad Bennett, the Finns ace, is going to face Joe Doan, the first baseman. And he looks at a ball. Doan bounced out in the second. Bennett's pitch, did he get a piece of that? Yes, he did. 1 ball, 1 strike to the first baseman. Top of the 5th inning here, 2-0 Shoreline. These two teams yesterday split as the 1-1 pitch bounces in for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Joe Doan. They seem to have a habit so far, Shoreline winning 5-0 the first game, then losing 3-0 the second game last night, then hop on a bus, come back down here for today's games. Bennett, the 2-1 pitch. And that's low, says home umpire Jim Schulacher. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Last 2 innings for the Cardinals, they've had a leadoff hit and couldn't bring him around to score the 3-1. That's to right field, not too deep, just a stutter step for Cody Wolf, and he hails it in for out number 1. Bring up Alec Wong, the left fielder. Base hit in the 3rd. Got to second, but that was it. Bennett reached down for a bunt, but it's going to be a ball.
Maybe I'll hike over and get the girls' score.
Yeah, we should. We see if we can get the.
Douglas today.
They are playing Douglas from Vancouver, Canada. Bennett with the 1-0 pitch there. And Alec hits that foul, and they go over, see if he can get there. Did he get there? He did. Hard to see on the right field line. Let's see who got that. Was it the first baseman? I think it was Wade.
Not only can our cameras not see it, but we can't see it either.
That's right. Nonetheless, 2 away here at the top of the 5th for the Cardinals. That brings up Smith, Kevin Smith, the second baseman. Looks at a strike from Brad Bennett. Oh, 1 pitch to Bennett, to Smith. Gets that foul. That one's going to go right off the top screen, a little roof. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. Kevin Smith, he was out the first 5-3 in the second inning. Here's the pitch, that's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Kevin Smith.
Well, that sounded like it had a little smoke on it. Little heat in there.
Yeah, they will pitch in the low 80s here. The 1-2 pitch to Kevin Smith. And he gets that again. Foul diving try, though, for Wade. Can't get it. 2 outs, top of the 5th here.
What are you looking for?
Kevin Smith looks in.
I don't have a graphic for no one on.
Swing and a miss. probably regrets that one, and that retires the side. Strikeout. Second strikeout for Brad Bennett as we head to the bottom of the fifth. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Shoreline up 2-0 here on STSPN. You're watching NWAC Baseball on STSPN. Pat Seiler, the strikeout pitcher, goes in. He looks at Brady Benson, the catcher. He fouls that one away. 0-1 to Benson.
I'll have you know that our camera held its own. It shook like everything.
It did. And he fouls that one back as well. Seiler been clocked at 83 today. 2.28 ERA, 2-1 record coming in, 43 1/3, 35 strikeouts, only 17 base on balls. That one outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the catcher, Brady Benson. Swing and a miss, but it gets back. Semler high, and he is going to beat Reach. Wow, and the Shoreline dugout going nuts. So Benson is on first, nobody out, and that'll bring up first baseman Dylan Wade. Number 9 hitter. He lays a nice bunt down the first base line and right into first baseman Doan, and he tags him out. But wait a minute, did he not tag him out? What happened there? And Roberts again contesting. Is Jim Schulocker, the Finns going crazy on their side of the dugout, but it looked like it was right there to Joe Doan. He tagged him out, sending Benson over to second.
The good thing is that we had that up tight.
We did. You'll have to look on STSPN.
If you're watching it online, all you got to do is just scroll backwards a little bit. You can rewatch that. And,
Always.
And then just click the live button. It'll bring it right back to us.
So a discussion here again is home umpire Schulocker comes over, and they're going to call him safe, but he did not have the ball. So the ball was in his hand. We're trying to understand what just happened here. But so Dylan Wade now we have 2 on. Nobody out here for Pat Seiler. Thought he did his work. Benson's on second. And that brings the top of the order, Dre McKinnis. So McKinnis.
Boy, you almost got him too.
Unbelievable. No balls, 1 strike, nobody out. I guess that's a hit for Dylan Wade. And it reaches over, turns around now. So things getting interesting. A lot of controversy here on some calls here today in this ball game. No balls, 1 strike here to McKinnis. McKinnis has been busy. And he fouls that one high, and Semler can't quite find it off the top of the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Dre McInnes, the shortstop. McInnes reached in the first on an error. He was hit by a pitch in the third. And now he's got 2 on, nobody out. The 0-2 pitch, that's another foul ball. I think that one hit him off his leg. It's a nice crowd here on a Sunday here at Meridian Park. No sacrifice flies for McInnes. He's chops it down to the third baseman. Now he goes to second for 1. They do not turn 2. Fee over to Dietrich there. 1 away.
Got him on the corners.
Yes, they do. So that one's out 5-6. And that'll bring up center fielder Jacob Zanin. Benson now goes over to third. Dylan Wade is still on first base on a very interesting play that I can't wait to go look on STSPN, or also our YouTube channels, STSPN or Snohomish Times. And Zanin strikes that one now, and the right fielder goes in. Does it drop in? It is a fair ball, they're saying, and around comes in Benson. And in to score as well is McInnes. So 2 come across. And Zanin with a RBI double.
Shake it out, Pat. Keep throwing, kid. Keep throwing.
Bringing up Brent Firth.
You know, I don't think it's not his pitching.
No, Seiler's pitch very good. 1 out. Firth cracks that one foul on the left baseline.
I think it hit the concession stand.
It might have. They have the concession stand.
Somewhere.
Yeah, because there's a softball game going over. The Finns. 2 wins last night over Edmonds for the softball team. The 0-1 pitch. Boy, just a line drive into right center field. Base hit. Zanin, they're going to hold him at third. And Firth continuing his terror today. He had a base, struck out in the first. He flied out in the third, but he gets his first base hit today here in the 5th. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As 2 more have come across, and the Finns 4-0. That brings up Ballwig. Nice bunt, third baseline. It does not go foul, and Zanin comes in to score. Firth heads to second, and a textbook beautiful bunt by Sam Ballwig. So Pat Seiler, the flame-throwing right-hander here, cannot get a break today. Some controversial calls here by the ump leading off this inning as Brady Benson gets a pass ball. He's on first, but then up comes the first baseman, Dylan Wade, the first baseman. He hits a grounder right up the line, the first base line. Doan comes in, gets it. Looks like he tags him for the out, which would have been the first out, but they called him safe as home umpire Jim Schulacher, we think, said that he had the ball in his hand and didn't tag him. So with 1 out and 2 on, Seiler goes face. Another bunt by Arneson. The pitcher goes over to first for the out, and that'll send the runners advancing. 2 down now, but 2 on. And a nice sacrifice bunt again by the designated hitter, Jorgen Arneson. He was 2 for 2. That brings up Cody Wolf, the right fielder. Bouncer, great stop by the catcher, Semler. Two down, bottom of the 5th. 5-0 now. As 3 have come across. Another bouncer off speed pitch by Seiler, and Semler doing a great job holding that one in. 2 balls, no strikes here. It's Cody Wolf.
I still want to go back and watch that replay.
I do too. Pat Seiler, the right-hander, comes in, and he can't get that one on the outside corner. 3 balls, no strikes here to Cody Wolf. Cody 0 for 2 so far today. But 2 on, second and third. And he gets a ball. He can't get the call from Schulacher, and that'll
load him up.
Load him up. Cody Wolf, base on balls right there. So Wolf on first. Ballwig on second, or on third, excuse me, or no, he's on second, and Firth on third. That's a strike called up to.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's a good one. Up to number 2, Peter Pennylegion. Struck out last time. The 0-1 pitch, bases loaded for Seiler as a chopper right there to Smith. Smith gets it over to Doan and gets out of the inning with a bases loaded jam. So Pat Seiler having to do a ton of work here, but 3 more come across on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. I don't know if they're going to call that one an error, and 3 left on. What a busy, busy bottom of the 5th. We'll head to the 6th, and we'll get out the calculators, see what's going on. Shoreline Baseball here on STSPN. Don't go away. Blake Nystrom, the center fielder for the Cardinals, coming in, trying to get something going here for the Skagit Valley College Cardinals. 0 for 2 today is Nystrom. And he lays down a bunt foul, as bunts have been kind of the play of the day here, especially for the Shoreline Dolphins. For the Finns, scoring 3 in the 5th. 1 in the first, 1 in the second. And Skagit Valley is threatened here throughout, but haven't been able to get one across the dish. Brad Bennett pitching well, not been in too many jams. 3.13 ERA coming in, 5 wins and 1 loss. And here's the 0-1 pitch. That's high. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Blake Nystrom. Nystrom like to get something going here for the Cardinals. That's good eye. Bats. Hitter. Running over. Everybody trying. For Blake Nystrom. Nobody on. Top of the 6th inning. Brad Bennett looks in. Catcher Benson. That's low, and he walks him. I think that's the first walk today for Brad Bennett, and that'll bring up Bailey Fee, and so Nystrom does what he's supposed to. Bailey struck out in the 3rd, reached on an error in the 1st, so 1 on, nobody out. Bailey Fee. That's high, not by much. One and 0. Again, Nystrom on first. A lot of stolen bases in this league. He's got 5 on the year, but he's been caught 5 times. Nystrom here on at first, so not sure he's going to be too worried about him. We'll right over our position here off the top. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Bailey Fee, the 3rd baseman. Bennett, 2 strikeouts on the day. Nobody out, 1 on. The 1-1 pitch, and he fouls that one off the back as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Bailey Fee. These 2 teams coming down the stretch again, they're going to be battling out for that 4th position to go into the playoffs. May 10th, the last game of the season for Shoreline. Nystrom on first. Bailey Fee, 1-2, he pops it up. Deep, and that's going to get over the head and going to score Nystrom around 3rd as Fee digging for 3. The cutoff man is in, not in time. And a triple RBI for Bailey Fee. Hard to see off the bat, a high fly ball to deep left center. Got over Zanin and Ballwig. And Bailey Fee breaks the ice for the Cardinals as they score 1. And that'll bring up Andrew Moore. So an RBI triple for Bailey Fee gets the Cardinals on, and Bennett throws that as a foul ball chasing his first. He can't get there. 0-1 now to Moore. Right fielder Moore had a base hit in the 4th. He got caught stealing, flied out in the 1st. As he sits now, no balls, 1 strike. That's a ball as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. With Fee sitting at 3rd base. Down 1-5 are the Cardinals here. The top of the 6th. Brad Bennett.
You had a score while I was gone.
Yes, they did. Had a great triple. And that's a high fly ball in the left field coming in. As Ballwig tagging his Fee, but he holds him. A good throw in by Ballwig.
So
And Moore is out.
The Dolphins and against Douglas College.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit lopsided. 14-1, Douglas.
Ooh, Douglas.
That hurt a little bit.
The Canadiens coming in on the softball, playing right now as well. But one out with Fee on third brings up Dietrich. Outside, ball 1 to Charlie Dietrich, the shortstop. 0 for 2 today. Again, a great hitter, 330 on the year, 109 at bats. He's got 36 hits, 14 RBIs. And that slices down right to first baseman Dylan Wade for the second out, and they keep Fee at third. And everybody cheering behind us, the Cardinal fans, for Stevie Semler, the catcher, who's done a great job today. Had a base hit in the 4th. And he looks at that, and they called that high, and Benson wants to go talk to his ace pitcher, Brad Bennett.
You notice how he held that glove there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Hoping he
Well, yeah. 1 ball, no strike here to Semler. So with nobody out, Bailey Fee, a deep fly ball, got past Zanin for a triple to score Blake Nystrom, who reached on a walk. And that's high as well. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Stevie Semler, trying to get Bailey Fee in from third base. Bennett now looks in the 2-0 pitch. And that's hit down the left field line, but foul. On a rope for Stevie Semler, just hit foul. Left field line as the breeze comes up. 2 balls, 1 strike to Semler. 2 out. One already in on 1 hit. And they call a strike. Schumacher evens the count now to 2-2. Scott Oshman along with Todd Elvig here on a nice day, yeah. 2-2 pitch here from Bennett. Strike 3 rings him up, and Semler not happy as he retires the side, but 1 run in on a triple RBI from Bailey Fee on that 1 hit. No errors and 1 left on, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching NWAC Baseball on STSPN. We're back here at the bottom of the 6th inning. Pat Seiler's day is done. Through 5 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs. And number 4, Robert Hill, is up to pitch. The right-hander will get you his numbers. He's facing the catcher for Shoreline, Brady Benson, as he comes in and throws a strike. Shoreline up 5-1, had a huge bottom of the 5th. That's a ball, 1 strike. 3 runs in the 5th, 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd. Pitch, Benson hits right field, right center, and he's there. Great catch, running it down is Moore, Andrew Moore. It's a great play there in right center to retire Brady Benson. That'll bring up first baseman Wade. Had a base hit in the 5th. That's a ball.
Looks like he's throwing some pretty good heat out there. They got him at 83.
Yes. Let's see if we can get... and that's a ball as well, he said. Get you some information here on Robert Hill in a second, our relief pitcher here for the Cardinals. That's a ball as well. Two balls, no strikes. And that's a strike right across the letters. That one fouled away by first baseman Dylan Wade. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Full count for Wade. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. And that's hit a chopper right to the second baseman over for Doan for the out. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And that'll bring up back to the top of the order for the Finns, Dre McInnes. He's reached twice. He last time grounded out. First pitch from Hill is a ball, ball 1. Two and 0 now quickly to the shortstop, Dre McInnes. Robert Hill looks in, and it's fouled away. Right back at our camera. Always makes Todd Elvig flinch.
Woo! It's going to get expensive.
2 balls, 1 strike here to Dre McInnes. 2 out. Nobody on. Strike! Great pitch on the outside corner for Robert Hill. Robert Hill comes in. He's been in 7 games. 6.15 ERA. That's outside now. Draws it to full. 3-2. Pitched 26 1/3. Walked 19. He struck out 20. And that's another 21. Make it for Robert Hill in relief, as the Cardinal fans cheer him on, and that retires the side with no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We go to the top of 7 right after this on STSPN. Yep. Welcome back, Meridian Park. Scott Oshman, Tal Elvig here, STSPN. One of two games today in NWAC North Division Baseball. Head-to-head action here. Skagit Valley College, the Cardinals, and Brad Bennett trying to close this one out. Shoreline up 5-1, and he faces Williamson. Due up is Williamson, then after him, Joe Doan and Alec Wong. First pitch is a strike, 0-1 to Williamson, the designated hitter today for the Cardinals. 1 for 2 on the day. That one's outside. 1-1 the count.
See, we got the Shorewood logo in the camera now. It must have moved a little bit.
It did.
That one,
It did. This is Meridian Park, the home of Shorewood High School baseball.
the Thunderbirds.
The Thunderbirds, exactly. That's why you see all the blue. That's their colors. The mighty Thunderbirds.
Yep, yep.
Good baseball team, actually.
I think they might be leading the division, actually, in high school baseball.
Oh, are they? In the Wesco? The 1-1 pitch. It's right back to the pitcher, Bennett. He goes over to his buddy Wade, and that's 1 away here in the top of the 7th. 7 innings in NWAC baseball. Brad Bennett, sophomore from Hillsboro, Oregon. Century High School. 6 foot, right-handed pitcher. He has been spectacular. Saw him last Sunday against Douglas get the win. And that's a strike as he faces Joe Doan. Doan 0 for 2 today. And Brad Bennett, I tell you, he is definitely the ace of the Finn squad. That one's low. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Doan.
Yes, indeedy. High school.
Are they? Yeah.
They're 11-2.
Shorewood's always been good in baseball. There's a shot over to third baseman. Firth, hard throw, and he pulls him off the bag, and he's safe at first. So runner on. There's life still here with 1 away. Joe Doan reaches on an E5. Man, they're going to have a pinch runner in for Doan. Number 2, it looks like, Aaron Peterson. And that'll bring in Alec Wong to see if he can get something going with 1 away. Bennett fouls that one away, does Alec Wong. 1 for 2 at a base hit in the 3rd. Hit a line drive right to Wade. Last time up for Alec Wong. 1 on, 1 out. Brad Bennett. Pitch, and he fouls that one, just tips, stays alive. 0-2 for Alec Wong. Joe Doan with a relatively routine over to third baseman Brent Firth. He just got a little too much on it, couldn't handle it. Wade and reached on an error. Now the pinch hitter Peterson, Aaron Peterson, on at first. The 0-2 pitch here to Wong. And that's right over, could drop it, it is, for a base hit right into center field. And so Wong comes in and has a clutch base hit here. His first hit of the day for 2 on with 1 out, and that'll bring up Kevin Smith, who's had some great at-bats today. Struck out in his last time up, 0 for 2. But now you've got Peterson on second. And there's a grounder right up, and it's cannot handle it. The shortstop, McInnes, comes in. I think he looked where he wanted to go, but now the sacks are full and brings up number 32, the leadoff hitter, Blake Nystrom.
Tying run on at the plate.
Tying run at the plate, exactly. Now manager Travis Fox wants to have a conversation with his ace, Brad Bennett, who's pitched beautifully so far. And not sure if they're going to, I don't know what the official score is going to be on that last one, if it's going to be an E6 or not. Like it was kind of a routine play. But Blake Nystrom comes up. And so Smith is on at first. Wong is on at second. And Peterson now goes to third, the pinch runner for Doan. Bennett, the pitch. It's a ball. And now the Cardinals fans getting something to get excited about. Tying run at the plate. Blake Nystrom, 0 for 2 today, but it reached on a walk in the last inning, the sixth. And that's a strike on the inside corner.
Well, he had the nice, but he didn't get the hand out there.
You didn't like that in us.
I gotta get him to get a little bit more animated.
Bases loaded, 1-1 pitch to Blake Nystrom. Hits it right down to second baseman. He goes to first for one, but coming across is pinch hitter runner Peterson. So 2 now. Good sacrifice for Blake Nystrom. Out 4-3. And Peterson comes around to score. And that'll bring up Bailey Fee, who had the huge RBI triple in the 6th inning, with runners on third and second here. Bennett way outside, ball 1. So if you're manager Adam Roberts, this is who you want up. Bailey Fee with a deep left center RBI in the 6th. He struck out in the 3rd. He looks at that one for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes here quickly with 2 out.
I don't think he wants to give him anything.
No, 2 out, 2 on. And he hits that. It's a base hit. Rounding first, coming in is Alec Wong, and they're going to send also 2 runs are in. Again, there was a pinch runner, number 7, and Jessen Preston came in to pinch run. And Bailey, another 2 RBI hit for Bailey Fee as he's on at second base, a double. 3 RBIs on the day for Fee, and that'll bring up more. 2 out. And all of a sudden, 5-4, the Cardinals threatening here. The tying run on second. The leading run at the plate. This game was 5-0 as he goes to look for a bunt, and it's a strike. Andrew Moore, 1 for 2 today with 2 outs. Bennett trying to hang on, 5-4. No balls, 1 strike, the pitch to Moore. And he calls a ball on the outside. That was close, 1-1, the count now to Moore, the right fielder. Had a base hit in the 4th, got caught stealing. And now he's going to try and get Bailey Fee.
I hate it when you get caught.
Smacks that deep right field. Fading back, and he catches it as Wolf for the out and the game. Oh, my. But made it incredibly interesting, did Skagit Valley, the Cardinals, as they get 3 across the board here in the top of the 7th, and Shoreline takes this game 5-4. Don't go away. We'll give you the happy totals right after this. We'll step away for 1 minute, and we'll come back and wrap this up. All right, that'll do it for the first game. Again, the total Shoreline, the Finns win that one 5-4. Shoreline 5 runs on 9 hits, 3 errors, and 5 left on. These are unofficial, by the way. Skagit Valley, the Cardinals, 4 runs, 3 of them there. Made it interesting. The top of the 7th on 6 hits, 2 errors, and 5 left on. Winning pitcher today is Brad Bennett. He moves to 6-1 on the season. Loser Pat Seiler goes to 2-2. So again, a big win here for Shoreline, and that's 1 of 2. And do not go away. You can always check out our YouTube station, STSPN. If you want to get your games broadcasted live, make sure you email sports@stspn.com. And for Todd Elvig, our executive producer and engineer, this is Scott Oshman saying so long for one. But coming up next, again, it's the Cardinals from Skagit Valley and the Shoreline Finns coming up in Game 2 of this doubleheader. Shoreline wins 5-4. Have a great day.